How do you find a real estate agent when in the United States today, there are 3 million licensed real estate agents, and wait for this, 80% of them have never sold a single property. That's right, how do you find one? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how you find a top producing, active, energetic real estate agent directly in your market. Hi, I'm Bryan KARP, AKA the Sales Giant. I have been the #1 real estate agent on Long Island for over 5 years. Consistently, my team sells over 200 houses a year. We're high octane, we're high protein, we're super aggressive. What I'm really proud of is I am the highest reviewed real estate agent in all of Long Island, New York, with over 1,000 5-star reviews. So #1 thing I'm gonna recommend you guys do is you don't just meet with one agent, you meet with several agents in the area. And the reason you wanna do that is you really wanna see what level of service each agent can bring to the table and exactly what they're gonna do for your house, besides just professional photos and putting it online. What do they do above and beyond what the competition does? Next thing, when I'm interviewing my 3 agents, is I want to know how many homes they have sold within the last year. What that means is you're not looking at their lifetime production. You're looking at what they're doing right now. Because what I always say to people is you want someone who's active, someone who's negotiating deals right now because they know the energy, they know the excitement of the market, and they know trends. And on top of that, they also know standard practices, right? So #1 question is, how many homes have you personally, real estate agent, sold in the last year? Now, be very careful with that. It's not how many did their team do, not how many did their brokerages do. It's actually how many they did personally. Sometimes real estate agents will say, well, I did 20 homes, and when you look it up, it's their entire company, all right? So #1 is how many homes. #2 I like to look at is how many active listings do they have? You're gonna say, why does that matter? It matters because on a daily basis, personally, I carry somewhere between 50 and 100 active listings. So what does that mean? I'm speaking to hundreds and hundreds of buyers, brokers, investors, developers every single day. That's what you want in your agent. You want someone who has a huge resource of buyers that are in your market. And I know you're gonna say this sounds crazy because of the internet, real estate agents think they could sell everywhere. But you wanna know where they live and where their office is and what market do they really sell in, okay? And how can they show you this? Well, you could say, well, I live in blank, blank, blank zip code. How many homes have you sold there? You want a market expert. I guess the greatest analogy I can give you is if I had to get elbow surgery and I was seeing an orthopedic, I don't want to see an orthopedic that specializes in the foot or the shoulder. I want someone who is an elbow expert, and that's what you want. Now, here's the last one. Here's the last one, in my opinion, one of the most important, and I'm not going to make you guys wait to the end of the video, reviews. You can go on Zillow, you can go on Google, and you can check their reviews. Now, some real estate agents are gonna have a bad review, and that's totally normal. I go to a restaurant that has 5-star reviews, and if I have a bad server or a bad dish, I might give it a 4 or 3.5. So you don't need to make sure they have a perfect score. You wanna just make sure that they have reviews, they have people in the community, people that they've worked with that are championing their success. So if they have 10, 15, 20, 30 reviews, that's great. And if they're somewhere in that 4 to 4.5 range, I'm feeling really good about that. Now, if you don't want to take this on your own, click the link below and I'm going to set you up with 3 amazing real estate agents that myself and my team have already spoken to that we feel like fit all of these guidelines. I'll see you guys on the next video.